Hi, I'm Michelle from mypurstrings.com, and I have a blog about how I use a regular spin bike with the Peloton app. And I've been doing this for close to 2 years now, and it's been getting better and better. Peloton's been adding lots of new features. They have now Beyond the Ride, which is some yoga classes, cardio classes, HIIT classes, and weights. So I'm just going to take you through the spin portion today, but I wanted to show you first everything that you need to make this work. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to sign up for the Peloton app. They give you a free week, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So here, when you open the Peloton app, first thing you're going to see are the featured rides. They show a live ride with Cody. It's a 45-minute ride starting in a little over an hour. And let's say you're not going to make that. You can't make a class in an hour. So you can see the live schedule. What else is there for today? It shows actually the whole week. And there's another ride today at 6 o'clock. So you can also take that one. Usually what I wind up doing are the on-demand classes, which is my favorite part of the app. So now you go on to on-demand classes. And Peloton's been adding to the on-demand classes. So now there's, I don't know, probably at least 4,000 to 5,000 on-demand classes. Okay, so now if you press in the upper right-hand corner, you see where it says filters. And you can choose your class. You can go by time. Most classes are going to be, I would say 30 minutes to an hour. And then you can even specialize even more, do theme rides, metrics, rhythm, live DJ, beginner, Beyond the Rides, what I talked about earlier, like the yoga classes, or pro cyclists, which is rides led by actual pro cyclists. Then you can even go and choose your instructor. So let's say I want to do a 45-minute class, which is what I usually do. And I want to do a theme ride. I'm clicking on 45 minutes and I'm clicking on theme. Then I want to click on Christine. So once I do that, you can see these are all the classes that Christine has on demand. Probably hundreds at this point. And then you just choose your class. So I want to choose the Shake It Out ride. Okay, and they give you the difficulty. It's rated 8.2. 98% of people voted that they like it. So it's going back all the way to September, but we're gonna choose this one. When you purchase the Wagner Device, which I'll show you in a minute on the bike, you get the app, and from this is how you track cadence. So
3, 2.
This is a new ride.
Go.
And when you're spinning, it'll show you your cadence number. So it's going to be easier if I show you everything on the bike, but the two things that you definitely want to get are the Peloton app, which is like $13 a month, and the Wahoo app, which is free with purchase of the device. So these are the pedals. I've saved them that originally came with the bike. Use regular shoes. You put your feet inside and you don't clip in. So I switched out for these Diamondback they're called clipless pedals, but you actually clip in, and I switched out for these. They came with the cleats, and once I purchased those, I got some Shimano shoes, which you could see. I installed the cleats on the bottom, and now I can clip in, which I think you got a much better workout clipping in. So there is a new version of this bike that comes with the pedals already included in the price. It saves a lot of time. It's just much more convenient to just have them from day one ready to go and not have to install them yourself. So I linked to that in my blog. You can take a look at both this bike without the pedals and change out like I did, or you can get the other bike that has these pedals already included. But like I said, I think you get a much better workout being clipped in. So either way, I recommend going for the shoes and clipping into the bike. So this is the resistance wheel. Once you start using this, you'll learn what 100% is on a bike versus 50% versus 0. You can definitely do metric classes, but the reason why it's harder is because the teachers refer to specific resistance numbers, and I don't know if this is a 40 or a 42 or a 44, and if I go back, I don't know exactly where I am. I just know what range I'm in. So this here is the original seat. I haven't changed it out. I know some people do. It's not the most comfortable seat, but you are up and down so much that I just never really felt the need to change it. You just get used to it. So you're not sitting for 45 minutes. You're up, you're down. And this knob here changes the seat height. You can move the seat closer. So again, the handles only move up and down. So if you want to make a comfortable fit, you need to move both of these. Okay, and this little blue device, this is the Wahoo Cadence sensor. Some people might have the speed sensor. This is just the Cadence one. And this is the reason you can do Peloton classes, because your teachers will refer to certain cadence numbers. So they'll say your cadence should be between 60 and 65. So this will send a Bluetooth signal to your phone, and that's really the way you can do these classes. You know what your numbers are. So this is a must. All right, you see here I do have two devices. So I use my iPad for actually viewing the classes, and then I use my phone for tracking my cadence. So I'm going to show you here just quickly. So here you can see my cadence. You see the number? Okay, and then if I tighten the resistance, obviously it's going to get harder to maintain that cadence. But this is all available through the Wahoo feature. You will want to get yourself a set of weights, because most of the instructors will use weights at some point, especially in the classes that are 45 minutes. 2-pound weights are usually enough, but there are 3-pound weights down there, and the weights I linked to in the blog come with 3 weights, but you're going to need these handy. All right, so over here I just have an iPad holder attached to the bike. I linked to that also in my blog, and now you're ready to just start the class. So you can see now I'm actually playing the class on my TV. Recently we redid this room, and I started streaming the classes through Apple TV, which is in the upper left-hand corner, that little box. So it's going from my iPad. The classes are being shown on my iPad. I'm streaming it to the TV. Do I still need my phone? Yes, I still need my phone, because I need that to show the cadence.